Hey guys, how's it going? I hope it's going well. Are you ready to get some building done? Because I am in a building mood and there's a lot of building I want to do. But first off, let me show you some updates to the world, to some projects. As you can probably tell, we built a little squid farm. Finally, I think I've been talking about this for a little bit, and you guys saw in the beginning of last episode that the way I would get ink sacs is I'd go out to the perimeter and just swim around and kill them. But now we don't have to do that because look at all this. I've been like not even checking on this too much because I've been working on doing some detailing to the sheep farm, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, this thing just pumps out ink sacs, and it's all I'm ever gonna need. I don't know if this is the most efficient because I did try to build it towards the center of the perimeter here, so like all the water blocks should be gone. But there is like one thing that we can't really clear, and that's the Guardian farm over there. There's always going to be some squid spawning in it, but that's okay. I'm really happy with the rates, and we're getting plenty of ink sacs, and it is to build, or it is to craft, this dark prismarine block because I mentioned it when we talked or when we built the Guardian farm, but I wanted it for experience, and I also wanted it for the light source and the dark prismarine. And something I didn't talk about last episode, but what I've been doing is I've been coming down here. In the create, I take backups. I take a lot of backups, and so what I do sometimes is I'll take the latest backup if I need to, and I will put it and make a creative version of it. And it really helps me to plan out farms, to test different styles, and also to test farms too, just to make sure before I build it in survival in this world that it actually works. So I've been doing a lot of building in creative because I kind of want to get this place mostly done. We don't have to finish it because it's large, but I want to get more of it done before we start to take on new projects, larger projects that might take up a lot of our time. But something I do want to get done is a larger storage area down here. And so that might be done today, that might be done in the next episode. But yeah, so this dark prismarine is a really good color to complement our style, at least in this area, and probably other areas down here as well. So I wanted to get a renewable source of ink sacs that doesn't require me to go swimming and ooh, oh no, hunt the squid myself. And we have that. We have the squid farm. I do want to cover it, and I also need to make a collection area, as you can see. Oh, so many ink sacs here. This feels so good, guys. The squid farm's another thing that I haven't actually built before in survival. And since I've been recording, it's pushing me to build all these farms, and I've really been enjoying it. This is crazy. I think it's so cool watching the squid just fall. But yeah, I want to get this covered. I want to get a collection point made, so we don't have to keep manually collecting it, and also so we can burn all this raw fish I'm getting because we have the Guardian farm already. That gives us plenty of raw fish, so we don't need any more of it. Yeah, you can see my little trash piles. But yeah, this is the sheep farm, guys. I'm probably not going to update you too much on this anymore, but I have been slowly working on it off camera, and I think it's at an acceptable state right now where we could probably leave it alone for a little bit. Um, I wanted to do something different on the sides, I didn't want to do the same detailing that I've done before. So I kind of went with this wall of leaves to represent like vine coverage without actually using vines. Uh, and I'm liking how it turned out. And we also did some moss down below. This is supposed to be like shrubs in a way. Like I know leaves may like people probably use leaves to represent shrubs, but because we're like using the leaves on the vine wall, I wanted to do something different. Um, so yeah, but I also got the front facing done. Did a little bit of detailing with some trapdoors and whatnot. And originally, I think I talked about this overhang extending to our little sheep pen here. That's, backup sheep in case any of them die. But as I was building it, I kind of came to this like shape and design, and I'm like, you know what? We don't need it to extend all the way out. This is fine. Um, and we've gotten a little bit of detailing done on the inside. I kind of just wanted to get this, like I said, up to an acceptable state so we can leave it alone. So there's still, a little bit to be done in here, but I think as we're walking around, or if we need to run in here to grab some wool real quick, uh, it doesn't look as bad. It looks more finished than it did before. Although I still have some moss blocks showing. But yeah, a technique I've been using, especially since I have the moss farms, is I've been using these as filler blocks a lot because they're easy to break, and I have a ton of them, so it kind of just works out, and I really like it. So if you see moss in a build that doesn't look like it should use moss, just know that it's my filler block of choice, and it needs to be removed or hidden behind some stuff. But yeah, let me take you guys up here, and we are all moved in. No more shulker slash chess monster over there. Only things left are the mushroom farms, the cocoa farm, and our 3 zombie villagers that we've captured them, we've name tagged them, we even given them blocks to hold, and then we have not touched them in a long, long time. But their day's coming soon. I want to get to the villager breeder up and going, and get these guys cured and whatnot. But yeah, let me get work on the squid farm, guys, getting it covered up and everything finished up, and I'll update you guys. I want you guys to meet Big Squid. Oh man, I had this idea when I started to build the squid farm that I'm like, oh, like once I saw the shape of it, where it's the water column one, I wanted to wrap it in a squid pixel art. Uh, I really like how this turned out though. It's using a gray black color scheme, and I tried to do it in like a bluish scheme originally, but once I started to mess around with the blue blocks, it was a little hard, and it wasn't coming out right. So yeah, I think this is fine. I'm happy. This is like, I don't do a lot of pixel art in this game, so I'm happy with how this turned out. For the top though, we're probably just gonna switch out some of these carpets to black carpet. I don't want to cover it because I believe covering the top will affect the spawn. So we're gonna leave it just like this, except maybe black carpet instead. And I need to put the water back in. We had a slight miscalculation where the bottom of the spruce fences were like sticking out the bottom by like 2 blocks. So I had to move those up, which does technically get rid of, I think, 50 spawnable blocks, because it's a 5 by 5 grid, and we got rid of 2 blocks on each column. So it will affect spawn rates a teeny tiny bit, but with how, well this was performing beforehand, I'm not worried about, affecting the spawn rates a little bit. We can lose some and still be fine, still be plenty. Like, we have a shulker box full of the dark prismarine with like that alone, so very happy. But yeah, I'm also glad I took out the water streams, because we got to do the collection point, and this is where I need to make a decision. Originally, I wanted to have this farm drop the squid down below. As you can see, I kind of have this spot marked out where they could have fallen through. And, I could have built some sort of display down here so we could watch them dying. But I don't know if I want to do that anymore. There's about, I got 7 blocks that I gotta dig through, probably more. Which, it doesn't sound a lot, but it's plenty of room that I could build a pretty simple collection point right here, and have it up here on the ground. Because I kind of want to split things, not like evenly, but I don't want to put everything down below where if I need something, I gotta go down below. And I did that well with the bees in the wool, and also, the tree farm over there. But there's still a lot of farms and reason for me to come down here below. And is my sugarcane farm? Hold on. Oops. This guy stopped moving. Huh. He thought he could slack and get away with it. Hold on, I gotta fix this real quick. I just gotta come over here, put it on the rail, and we should be good. Yeah, interesting. I don't know what makes Hopper Minecart stop, randomly. But that is not the first time that's happened. Over here in the bamboo farm, I actually like these hopper minecarts stop quite a bit and they go missing. So that's why installed an off switch down at that other end. It's just an unpowered rail, and I can flip it on and off if I want them to run. So I don't have the farm running right now, so I have the hopper minecarts over there stopped. But what I realized is they go missing, and sometimes if you don't know how this works, is it's an automatic hopper minecart unloader, which the minecarts will ride up on this mud block and they will break. They will try to connect to the rail that's down here behind this cauldron, but they'll break because there's lava in the cauldron and like we need like a half block there. That's why there's skulls. And sometimes they never like, and it's supposed to also redeploy them automatically. That's why there's this observer and dropper dispenser train. But sometimes that doesn't work, and the hopper minecarts will actually end up in this stream. And because I installed a trash chute over there at the end, they will burn. But I've been working on the collection system for the ink sac farm here, and I'm pretty sure I have it all figured out. I have not tested it. Kind of wanted to do that on camera with you guys for the first time, and I always do this. I think there's a way down there on that side, but there isn't. So how it works is we have a little hopper minecart unloader where I haven't tried this, but it's at an angle. Theoretically, these power lines should shut off when it detects that the hopper minecart is carrying items, and they'll all get unloaded in this double chest, the fish, the bone meal, and the ink sacs. And I installed a small little ink sac filter right here, so they should all end up in there. So if I put it here and a stack of logs or slabs in it and let it go around, will it stop right there? Oh, shoot. Okay, whoopsie, that might not have been fast enough. We're trying it again. Yeah, it is. So I might have to redo this. Hold on, let me see if we do. Oops. Yeah, it's not fast enough. It still has the momentum, so it doesn't. Oh, actually, you know what? There we go. What if we try that? No, it still rides right over it. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, this does not work, so I'm gonna get back to designing. Okay, I was on the right track. I just couldn't do the continuous loop that I had going on where it would come in over here, stop, unload, and then go back up over there. So we just have this very simple, it will come down, unload, and then it will hit that end over there and then come back. So it does like 2 passes before it unloads, which should be fine. I mean, it may have a lot of fish in it, but yeah, no, it should be good. There's 5 slots, so yeah, no, with this working, it's time to turn the farm on because currently I have the water still blocked. Oh yeah, you guys can also see, I don't know if I showed this, I decorated the drop hole a little bit, and we used some of that dark prismarine as well. But yeah, I really like how that turned out. But yeah, so looking up there, it's time to replace those moss blocks with some water and see how this thing works. Oh, also cover. I need to put half slabs on this. Planning on doing a spruce slab and dark prismarine kind of mixture. I think it'll look cool. Oh man, it's so goofy just having a big squid floating in your base. But yeah, guys, I've been doing some building and I've kind of reached my time limit, so I wanted to give you guys an update and also try to get this episode out for you. We did do some more landscaping up here. I just had the path go around the sheep pen and added a border under the fences, so it's no longer just grass. But a lot of our building has been done underneath. That's what I was excited for, and kind of what I had visions. So it's just gonna be kind of different when you come down here. Yeah, so if you look in this corner, we've gotten a lot of the first spaces that we kind of moved in down here done, or mostly done. There's some gaps that could be filled in, and this guy's gonna come ruin this, isn't he? Hey, get back. I need to work better on slime proofing this. Every time I'm down here doing work or just working on one of the farms, there's always gonna be a slime wandering around. But yeah, so getting back to this, let me know what you guys think. I've been working on kind of the faces for the pumpkin farm and the cactus farm, and also expanding on my idea for the roof. And I don't know if this was done in the last clip because it's been like 2 days. But I did a similar pattern for the hole that we've been using as an entrance that we did with the slime farm. Although we could kind of just use that as the entrance. It looks, I think it goes well. It matches, and it goes with the roof that I have planned. So yeah, I'm liking it. I think I might have gone a little bit too chaotic with this roof. I don't know. It started off as kind of like a grid, and you can kind of see hints of that by looking up at the stripped spruce, but then I kind of went back over and kind of merged things together. But it's very, very similar to the same roof design we have over by the flower farm, and I really like it. And it is going to, for the most part, extend across this entire, area underneath here. Although I'm probably going to cut things off. I'm probably going to do a wall, like right around here, mainly because we'd have to go up, we'd have to dig up to cover the top of our flower farm roof a little bit, and I don't have anything back here anyway, so might as well just like cut it all off. Yeah, I'm starting to do the pattern on the floor a little bit. We got in this area done, and it even comes down here, except this landing's not done. But I've been working on a wall design a little bit. Right now it just uses the the mud walls, the packed mud walls, and jungle wood, which kind of go well together. But I don't know if I want to introduce something else in here too. You can see I kind of started to go down here, but I wanted to get more done, guys. I do have a design in mind for this hallway, but just didn't get to it. But yeah, let's come up here a little bit and take a closer look at this. I don't know what this is. It's kind of like a mural or art a little bit. It doesn't even match the farm because this is the pumpkin farm, and it's blue. And yeah, I don't know. I was kind of just going for, a sort of flow. I started with the warped wood logs, and then from there kind of branched out with similar colors. These trapdoors are not permanent. I want to do something because without them it looks a little too flat. I liked the color of these trapdoors, but I don't know that they flow well. But I'm leaving them there as a reminder to, hey, you gotta, like, this isn't done. You gotta come back and work on this. And I have a little, this is a once again, it might have been a little bit too chaotic, but a pattern I was using to kind of connect to the overgrown roof to the walls. I do like it, but it may need some refinement. That's actually the theme down here. I like a lot of this, but I think it could use another pass over and use some refinement maybe. But the forge, this is the last thing I was working on, and it is my favorite because, oh man, this looks, I'm liking how this is, it's not done as you can tell clearly, but I'm liking how it's turning out so far. I had this idea of having like lava come down from the ceiling, and I kind of want to have the ceiling, like it's not going to connect with this, because I kind of want to have it go up really, really high, and kind of create this feeling of like, oh, this is, really tall ceiling, so to speak. But yeah, we're going with some deep slate blocks with a little bit of copper mixed in, and some lava and iron. And I'm really liking the color scheme and how it's turning out so far, but I kind of got lost on what I wanted to do like behind this, not the ceiling, but like the back wall, so to speak. And also I need to do something in this corner to make it kind of flow well and connect. But yeah, the floor is a little bit different because we introduced some of that deep slate into the floor. I'm really liking how it turned out. And you also notice I did shorten it because what would happen is if I didn't fill up the hopper minecart, like if I didn't put all the blocks in here like that, and then set it off, and these were all stacks. If I just put it in this chest above, oh, that's a problem. I didn't. You can tell I haven't user tested this, but I can just break this. So I need to put a stair there. But if I just threw the blocks in here and then turn the lever on, the hopper minecart doesn't stay under the chest long enough to grab enough items to actually use all of the furnaces. It kind of reaches about to this furnace right here, so I left an extra one just in case. But yeah, we weren't even using most of them most of the time. So what I ended up doing was shortening this, and also I gave myself some more storage. This is all, filled up for the most part still, and I gave myself new ones. So yeah, we have a lot of bamboo. Kind of need that auto crafter right now. That would be perfect, so I can like actually start putting this to use. I've been turning the bamboo farm off quite a lot, and just running it whenever I have smelted a lot of items in a row. I'm like, oh, you know what? Fuel's probably low. Let's run the farm. But yeah, guys, the squid farm has been working overtime. I already have 2 shulker boxes, actually a third shulker box here worth of ink sacks too. And, I have plenty more moved into some other chests and whatnot for dye. So I'm like all set. I'm really happy we got this done. This is a pretty cool farm, and it's going to be really nice in terms of getting black ink or the black dye when I need it. But yeah, something I showed you guys and I completely forgot to mention is I did take a little break, and I didn't go to the nether with the intent of going like bastion hunting. What I wanted was that blackstone gold ore, because I had an idea to use it in the furnace room, and I didn't end up going with that idea, but I still wanted to mine it and just have it there in case. And the first one I went to, which was the only one I went to, ended up having a smithing template for the netherite upgrade, which is really cool because this is how you upgrade your tools to netherite now. I got to make sure I don't use this. I got to make sure I duplicate it and everything. But we can now make netherite tools and armor again. And that's something I've actually been wanting to do. As you can tell, I have quite a bit of tools that are still just diamond. So I want to turn those all into netherite, and also I'm probably make more, so I have extras. And my armor collection is not done. I would like to have a pretty good collection of like a set of armor for fire protection, a set of armor for blast protection, stuff like that. So I am missing some pieces still. I have the soul speed boots on right now, because I was farming nether wart, which it's funny, we just finished moving most of our farms down below, and I make a new one up here on the surface for nether wart, which was mainly used for creating this red brick, the red nether brick stuff. That was also another idea I was toying with the furnace room, but I did not end up going. But I really do like the look of the red nether brick, so maybe it's something we'll use in the future. But yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this underground area. I'm really liking it, and I hope you guys do too. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. But I'll see you guys in the next one.